Hi there, Rob Anderson here. I couldn't resist this. I've been away from my computer for an hour or two and I have not planned what I'm going to tell you at all from here. I can't resist just clicking and talking and seeing how this turns out. Okay, this video is going to be about, it'll be the first one in fact, of the sort of breakdown detailed videos of what, of the different type of businesses you can do coupled to the property or the real estate business online. Okay, this version is a lead generating business and I love it. It's such a clean and such a simple business model. In lead generation, by the way, you can choose anything. You can do generators, you can lead generate for financial people, for stockbrokers, for dentists, for plastic surgeons. In this case, it's for the properties system. Quite simply, you check that there's a need. In other words, you do your keyword research to see that people are searching for the products you're going to offer them, and obviously it's going to be houses for sale, apartments, flats, all forms of property, estate, etc. that's up for sale. You then, once you know what it is, you collect or set up a referral system where local agents pay you, and in rands that normally averages at about 2,500 rand per buyer or seller that you introduce to them. You then go ahead and you build your website, you market it correctly, and after a period of time your website's bringing in a ton of inquiries. Those are being filtered back through your 3 or 4 local agencies that you send them to, and sales start to happen. And yeah, that's perhaps the only problem. It'll take a few months to build up your website to where it's working, and then a few months for the sales to get through and become paid. Property sales don't happen very fast, but so fine, a year of fairly seriously hard work, and after that your money is going to keep coming in forever. Okay, I'm going to try and run through this fast. I'm Robert Bruce Anderson. I've got a ton of free stuff. I've got reports, I've got all sorts of things all related to marketing or running a business online. Follow through to the end of this and see where you can go. I prefer to build you complete businesses, in other words, where you tell me, great Rob, build my lead generation business, but I could do it for you depending on your budgets in bits and pieces. We'll go through that later. I always use WordPress. It's by far the best. Any old school PHP, HTML type websites, if you know anybody with one of those, if they're your opposition, leave them. If they're your friend, tell them to switch to WordPress. Okay, when I did this research earlier and put these slides together, I just sucked this out of my head. I'm currently visiting family in Oakville in Toronto, but I'm from South Africa, so I just used the research for this. But here's what you do. You decide where you want to work from. You do your research to see that it's not totally recklessly competitive, that there are people searching for it, and you'll see from the results just from this one. And as I say, I did it straight away without any serious thought, and I would confidently build it without even needing to look further. Just a point, I could build this Oakville one here and run it once, anytime from here and from South Africa. The only potential hardship would be to set up a trusting relationship with your local brokers or agents, but you could handle that through Skype, through phone calls, through emails, and there'll come a time when you would have done enough communicating with them for them to know you and you to know them, so there's not a problem with that. Right, this is the keyword research I did. By the numbers, if I'm correct in remembering, I think it was about 4,000 inquiries per month just for the keywords that I looked up, and there's bound to be more. But it's very simple. These are exact matches. So houses for sale Oakville, 260 to 210 people a month are looking up those exact keyword terms. If it were just those 260, I suspect you could still make a living from those 260, because you'd get 130 of them a month to your website. 10 of them will be serious. Of the 130, 30, 50, 80, who knows? Will be really, really serious, but let's go with only 10. And if you got only 3 sales from that, you know what? You'd be earning a fair amount of money just from a tiny portion of a tiny portion. Did the competition check on the Traffic Travis thing. If you look there, relatively easy. I love to see that. It means to say on the most searched for keyword term, houses for sale Oakville, relatively easy. I'll be #1 on that within a few months. So do the math. I love that. 4,000 possible searches a month. Build your website right. It's obviously going to be like an octopus. You've got to do it with WordPress. It's got to be keyword orientated. It's got to have all of that. You've got to have a Blogger account, a LinkedIn, a Facebook, a YouTube. You've got to be on Twitter. You've got to have the whole system built. It's all cool. Once you've built it, it doesn't hurt. And most of the building is once. And once you've got your social marketing set up, after that, it's an hour or two a day to run your business. Literally an hour or two to run your business a day. Oh, it's beautiful. So, question is, if you had 2,000 people looking up houses for sale in XYZ per month, could you get a few sales of that? Hell yeah. Wow. Okay, so doing the setup it's very, very important you do it right. Go back to this, given it must be WordPress, but you've got to WordPress, but you've got to do your SEO right. You've got to feed the system, WordPress, into the system without scaring Google into presuming you're a spanner or you're machine-built spammer, or machine-built. Your basic SEO, which is kind of what most people think SEO is, you'd set up. But thereafter, you'd do multi-level marketing. You'd do your layers and layers of marketing or of SEO, which would be backlinks to third offline properties, to whatever it is. It's complicated, and yet it's very simple. You'd add your plugins. There's a lot of stuff to do with that. Okay, you'd have to set up high quality brokers. People often ask me at this point, what happens if they don't pay you? Well, then you don't supply them with any more inquiries, any more leads. It's as simple as that. Believe me, if you're giving an agent or a broker high quality leads and they don't pay you, they're the fools. You simply just take the business to the opposition and say, look, John straight up owes me for 2 sales. Thanks to him, here, would you like to do this, and what are your rates? And set up a different lead generation, give them the business and make the money from them. By the way, you'd use that same guy to get content, to let him take photographs of the properties he's got on offer. It would take a bit of time. I'd explain it all to you in detail if you do this sort of business. Now, as you build your site, your content is very, very important. You're going to build trust through your local area. That is extremely, extremely powerful. That relationship that you build with your guys through Facebook and things makes a huge difference. If you were involved, let's say, in all the local schools, and all you did was promote those local schools through your websites, those local schools would be just so grateful for having that extra page promoting them. They would supply you content. You could even get the kids to produce content as school projects that would then feature, and they could show people, look, I'm on this website. They would share it on their Facebook friends and pages, and your social thing would be incredible. You would look at conference centers and places of business, the transport system in your area, the shopping centers, the entertainment, the restaurants. All of those would become features that when somebody's looking for property in the area, then and there's a page that opens up and says, well, what features does that suburb offer? And they pitch up and they've got all of it's so cool. They will so totally trust your website from there, and your leads that you give will be very highly pre-sold. Okay, that sort of content that I was just talking about, that's what goes through your Facebook, your Twitter, through your Blogger, through your video marketing, what you would ping, what you would do through your LinkedIn and your MySpace, etc., all of that. It's a thing all on its own. Once your traffic's happening, you would use split testing, you do analytics and all of that sort of thing, all of which I would either set up for you or show you how it works, unless you choose the DIY route, and it's not hard, you can learn it all through. Well, not that hard, but learning it through watching videos on YouTube or something. But basically, you just keep your content fun, but keyword orientated, so as you know that Google's sending you the right traffic. You don't want people looking for free whatever it is, DVDs, downloads on your property website. You capture your leads, you give away free content, you do things like how to spruce up your house for sale as handouts, for which they give you an email address, and then you can email them over a period of time. Those that are sold and or finished selling houses, they'll bail off your email list, which is cool. But those that aren't, that are constantly interested in emailing, and for that matter, agents that or brokers that aren't in your system, would love to click on and find out what you're up to. So not a problem at all. Okay, so that's simply how it works. Your traffic will start to come in through your website. You would give those captured leads over to your brokers, your agents. You would check over time that they are getting sold and that you are getting paid for them. And that's it. You put your money in the bank. All cool. Now, this video is all about me building that complete website business for you. It would be first price for me. It would be first price for you, but it's a matter of price. It's money always. I get that. So these 6 are what I'm going to do the videos on. That first one, the local lead generation website, is what this one is. These price ones I'm going to run through very fast. There's installing WordPress. You can pause this and read more carefully if you want. There's me doing a complete mobile site for you, doing a landing page which brings in things through QR codes and lead captures. Setting up your Facebook page, it's a given. YouTube, in fact, is a very, very powerful form of marketing. I can show you that and set that up. Right, this is my standard combined offer page. But the question marks in the price here would mean that I'm open to kind of adding more and being a bit more flexible, knowing that every single type of business that you want will need some flexibility to it. So more than likely my special offer would be to allow you a much larger content base. You would be allowed to add more pages, more videos, etc., etc. The core of the work, the Facebook, the Twitter, that's pretty much a static effort for me and a given, but it's the other, making it all gel and work and get you business is what it's all about. So that you're going to have to go to this page, contact me on rob@robertbruceanderson.com or through my website, follow the systems and go for it. If you've got any questions or queries, you're going to need to speak to me anyway. It's not just a case of, hey Rob, here's some money, where do I bank it? I probably would turn it down until I know what you really want from me and that we agree or we're going to do the same thing. I have an advantage, and that is that I'm one person business. So I get to, control what I do and which clients I work with. So I like to believe that I work happy. And if that's the case, I need to know that you guys are wanting what I can do. Simple as that. Okay, thanks for watching my video. Follow through and see how the others go. There's a ton more that are on my website and all sorts of things going all the time. So if you need anything, give me a shout. We'll take it from there. Thanks. Take care. Bye.